Welcome back to my channel. I've tried filming this video a couple times today and I think I realized what the problem was, so we're jumping in. Originally, I was gonna have this video be like my ins and outs list, or like also known as like a hot or not list. Basically just going through the things that I really like right now and the things that I don't really like. I would love talking about my ins and then I'd get to my outs and I'd be like, what am I even talking about? We're gonna switch it up a bit and I'm just gonna talk about my ins today, or just telling you about the things that I've really been liking right now. Take what you want to from this video and any advice that you enjoy. But if you're like, this doesn't work for my lifestyle because of my age, my situation, my occupation, something, you don't have to do it. You really don't have to do it. I'm just sharing with you the things that I am enjoying right now, just to get it out there, just to make you feel either seen or help you incorporate something into your life that you feel like you've been missing but you didn't know what it was. I'm gonna start out with a couple small ones, I think, just kind of like easing us into the things I've been loving right now. Okay, you can probably hear the wind outside. It's bad. I've tried filming out in my living room. I've tried filming here in my bedroom. It's more cozy in here. I have my blankets and my pillows and all that. So this is where I am. Sorry. First thing I've been loving is my house shoes, okay? My mom got me a pair of the nice cozy Crocs for Christmas. She got them for like me and my brother. It's kind of like, these are gonna be your house shoes. Changed my life. I'm a girl who, I love a good slipper. I just love a good cozy sock. I love it all. Having these Crocs, those like fleece lined Crocs, amazing. Life change. Have that support to them. They feel cozy, like they feel casual enough to be an indoor shoe. They have more structure than a slipper. I love it. And thank you, Mom, for getting me those, because that was amazing and it's awesome and I use them all the time and they make me so happy in my day-to-day life. So number 2, DIYing clothes. If you have a clothing item in your closet that you're like, this could be spectacular if it was just a bit different, DIY it. You've already bought it. You already own it, but you're not using it because it's not perfect. Either donate it or DIY it. If you have a shirt that you want to crop, but you're like, oh, I don't want to be too crazy, like just cut off a little bit, just see how you like it. You're not gonna ruin a shirt if you just lock in for a second and make it what you want. If you want something to be like a slightly different color, just go out and buy the dye. Take those steps to make your wardrobe what you want it to be. I think DIYing clothes can just make them so personal and so fun, as long as you're DIYing it in a way that will make you happy. Another thing that I've been loving is doing things on my own, which is something that me a year ago would not have been saying to you. It started with me living alone and realizing that I would have to do things like going to the grocery store alone, running errands of that sort. And I feel like at first I would like, especially with a shopping cart, like you just feel like you have to control the shopping cart and it's huge and everyone else has shopping carts and you're trying to steer it. You're trying to look at your list and everyone else in the store is trying to look at their list and they're trying to get what they need, and it's just so overwhelming. That is still kind of scary to me, but going to the clothing store just to look around and try things on and being able to come and go as you please without anyone else is really fun. Going to the movies and seeing a movie that you really want to see spontaneously, when you're like, I'm not gonna ask my friends, I'm just gonna go. Really fun. Going on a hike on your own. If you saw my last video, I love going on hikes. I love going on walks, and I usually go alone, which can be scary. It really can be scary because you never know what's in the woods. But getting over that fear and just putting yourself out there and going into nature, you just find this peace, and then you can just think about life. You can think about all the things that you just haven't made time for, or you can listen to music, or you can listen to an audiobook and you can just be in nature. It's amazing. It's so much fun. It's so freeing to just, again, being able to come and go as you please. You don't have to worry about what other people want to do. Getting coffee on your own, going to a restaurant on your own can be awkward. It can be so weird. But all you gotta do is bring a book, bring a Kindle, bringing something creative, which sometimes you do just want to just like sit there and scroll on your phone at a restaurant or whatever. But I feel like it's always more fun to bring a little project and just be creative while you're enjoying this atmosphere of the restaurant and just treating yourself to a nice meal or a nice coffee and a pastry or something. Another thing that I've been loving is exfoliating and moisturizing, which people have been doing for probably decades, maybe centuries. But recently I've just been really into it. I would like exfoliate once a year when it was a special event and be like, oh, this feels so nice. I would just kind of exist. And I was bad at moisturizing. And then just something clicked in my brain. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna start doing these things. I love it. I feel like I smell nicer. I'm taking that time to just put a little bit more effort into myself. And I feel that like confidence that comes with it. If a breeze like catches, what am I talking about? If a breeze like blows by and you just like catch a whiff. I don't know how to describe this without sounding weird. Right? You just smell nice. You smell nice, you feel nice. You don't have to shave if you don't want to. You don't have to moisturize and exfoliate if you don't want to. I've just personally found that it makes my experience in life that much better. Along that vein, self-care in the morning. Do you ever wake up in the morning from a bad dream? Or you just didn't get the best sleep, or you woke up and you realize, oh, my neck is stiff and I'm just not feeling it, and you just kind of lay in bed for a little bit longer and you're like, I don't want to get out of bed, and then you lay in bed for too long and then you rush to get ready and then you start your day off in a bad mood. Don't do that. Taking time to put effort into myself really just helps relax me in the morning. I'm not someone who wears makeup every day. I do enjoy wearing makeup, but I've found that if I wake up and I'm just in a bad mood, doing my makeup really helps me just feel better throughout the day. I guess that's like the theme of pretty much everything I've said. Taking the time to put effort into what you want to do and making sure that you feel good is worth it. Another thing I've been loving is writing. And I'm not just talking about journaling or creative writing. I'm talking about it all. There are some days where I wake up and I'm like, oh, I really want to like dream journal. But I don't hold myself to like do it every day because then I'm gonna feel bad. Like, that's not the point of writing. Or there'll sometimes be like a time where I'm driving and I'm like, I have this idea for this book. And I get home and I just write out what I can. And sometimes I don't come back to it for like a month. But then I can pick it back up and just like be creative and be in that space. You can use a physical notebook, you can use a computer, whatever makes you feel good. Just writing it out, writing poetry, writing scripts, writing books, writing journals, all of it. I've found that just putting it out there, it's always going to be therapeutic in some sort of way, even if it's completely fiction, because our fiction comes from reality. At least for me, what you're writing on the page can actually be a reflection of what you are feeling in that moment. My Soda Stream. Okay, not sponsored. I love the Soda Stream. I got one for Christmas. I was someone who'd like spend a lot of money on either soda or seltzer water or whatever it was. And it's like all these cans, all these things just building up. And then I was like, I can just get a Soda Stream. And that way when I get home and I want a flavored water, I can just make it. If you're somebody who loves seltzer water or loves a certain type of cola, just get yourself a Soda Stream. I think it's worth it. My jaw hurts. I'm yapping too much. My jaw hurts. What the heck? I've never had this before. I'm a maximum yapper. I've never experienced this. As you can tell from behind me, I love decorating my own space. I love just coming home and having everything be a reflection of what I like. On the back of my door over there, I have all my Smosh posters, and behind me right here I have all my music posters, and up there I'm starting like my Stranger Things, and then I have like the vines and different paintings that I've made. Out in my living room I have my bookshelf and my posters of like just like plants, and above my kitchen cupboards I have a bunch of artificial plants, like they're just peeking out their little flowers. I feel like this was my dream as a child, to just be able to walk into a room full of flowers and color and posters. Make sure that your space feels like you can come home and just feel comfortable and happy, and putting that effort into making yourself feel welcome in your own space really does make a difference. One thing that I like is getting your steps in while you're watching TV. People will call them like stepisodes, like watching a TV episode and getting your steps in the whole time. I have one of those like little walkers, like not the walking pad. I'll put a picture in. It's nice to just have at home. I don't have to go to the gym. I don't have to deal with the hassle of all that. I can just, whenever I want to, if I don't feel like sitting down, sometimes I have energy but I don't want to like go out. I think being able to just put on a TV show and get your steps in for a bit, who's it harming? My downstairs neighbor? Probably. That's neither here nor there. I try not to get my steps in like in the middle of the night, but I definitely am the classic upstairs neighbor. You can get a walking pad, you can get an elliptical. If it's not steps, maybe if you just want to like get little weights and you want to lift weights. I just think it's really nice, and it makes you feel better about like just sitting and watching TV. Like sometimes I feel like that guilt of like, oh, all I did was like sit and watch TV all day, which is fine. Some days that's what you need. I'm not telling you you shouldn't just sit and watch TV, because I think everyone needs a break, and I think it's important to remind yourself that not every activity has to be productive, but sometimes it is nice to be productive and get those steps in. Kill two birds with one stone: exercise, watch your show, enjoy your life. And like I have a yoga mat if I need it. Just having those like little at-home exercise equipment type things that don't cost like $1 million and isn't a gym membership where you have to go and you're like around a bunch of people and you feel, that's a situation that still makes me feel overwhelmed. Going to the gym by myself, not fun. I'd much rather just be at home and be able to do it at my own leisure. On to my last thing that I've been loving recently, which is what I call blender meals. I don't know like how else to describe it other than just blender meals, because they're not always like, sometimes they're soups, sometimes they're curries, but it's just an easy way to get rid of the stuff that you have in your kitchen that you need to use up. It started when I like made potato soup one time, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna boil these potatoes, and I'm gonna boil some celery, some jalapenos, some onion. Like, I'm just gonna throw in what I have. I'm not gonna stress with like following a recipe to a T. I just made my potato soup, and I was like, that was really good. It has a bunch of hidden veggies in there. I'm not someone who likes, one thing I don't like about soup is like all the bits in it. Like, I'm not a fan of that. I'd much rather have like a blended soup. So being able to boil everything, put it in the blender, and then put whatever you need. Like, usually I just, after I blend it, then I put in some type of thing like heavy cream or sour cream or something to like add that creamy element, and it just becomes like this nice balanced meal. I'm a fan of not just like following a recipe. I think the moral of the story is listen to your body, listen to what you need, listen to what you like, do what you like, and don't judge others. Find that community where you feel like you are appreciated and you're seen, and you're not just being judged all the time for what you like and what you don't like. You don't have to agree with your friends on everything, but you should at least have that mutual understanding of, even if you don't agree, you are respected and you're loved. I really hope that you guys could relate to me on some of these things. If you have any other things where you're like, this is my favorite thing in the world right now, please comment. I would love to hear about what you enjoy and like just where you're at in your life right now. Stay tuned for my next video. I'm gonna try to post probably every 2 weeks maybe. I will see you again sometime in the near future. Stay safe, love you all, do what you enjoy. Bye!